Hello, welcome to BGP Masterclass. Today lab is route reflector, BGP route reflector, client and non-client. Means there is in BGP there is some concept is there route reflector. So how to use that route reflector? In that route reflector there is a concept of a client and non-client. So this lab for that only. So see here, I have some data here. What is the route reflector? Okay, route reflector a very big role in iBGP configuration. Okay. iBGP need full mesh. So some negative point is there in full mesh, because full mesh is not a good design for in BGP. So there is some negative point is there. See, whatever in full mesh, each peer need CPU and memory and bandwidth to handle the update of the peer. Means for example, you configure the router. Means if you configure each, it means every means in full mesh each router connected to every router. Okay, so that if for example if you configuration any router, so for that router it using for if you configuration one new router, for that new router also need a CPU memory and CPU memory and everything for handle the that peer status. Okay, so that is not good for in the for large network. Okay, for adding a device network required a reconfiguration all the existing device. For example, we configure any new device also, again need to that new device or need to connect all others device, all the each and every device. So it will be required more work if, there is the duplicate information for full mesh. Means for example one router connected, that router updated to go to the every router, again need memory also. Okay, again that link also utilize. Okay, so that solution is the route reflector and configuration. Okay, route reflector enable within AS and route circle and AS. Okay, in AS, route act as a route reflector and other router act as a client connected to the route reflector. Means route every router. I am showing here one diagram. See here I do one diagram here. So for example I made this is the route reflector, and this is the non-client. Okay, this is the non-client, and this is the client, and this is the client. Because of this lab is the route reflector client and non-client. Okay, so this is S the different S, the S1, S2, S3 and S3 and S4. Okay, 4 S is there, S1, S2, S3 and S4. And so we configure every router. This is this router as a route reflector, and this is for non-client means route reflector, not configuration as a route reflector client. Okay, route reflector client, this is also not this is also route reflector, not configuration as a route reflector client. Okay, and this configuration is a route reflector client, and this configuration as a route reflector client. Okay, so this is like eBGP update only. Then that is connected to the route reflector non-client. Okay, that connected to the route reflector non-client, and this is after that this is the route reflector, and this is the eBGP for this AS, and this is the connected to the client. Okay, so this is non-client, and this is the client, and this is the eBGP AS4, and that is this AS direct connected to the route reflector. So we will be see some update here. Again I will be show here. So here there is some points here, more points. So iBGP loop prevention we can use split horizon or route reflector. Okay, in iBGP we for loop prevention we can use the split horizon or route reflector. Okay, in iBGP long route not advertised to other iBGP routes. This is a rule for loop prevention. Okay, which router has more connectivity with other router, that router normally we can make the route reflector. For example here, which router we normally do the route reflector, which router has more connectivity, more memory, more CPU, so that router normally we make as a route reflector. Okay, and and the route reflector work as a client and server architecture. Okay, the route reflector rules. What is the rule? If route reflector long route from the client can advertise to client and non-client, means if route reflector long route from a client, then it advertise to client and non-client. For example here, if you see this diagram, if route reflector, this is the client. If route reflector long route from a client, so it advertise to client as usual, non-client also. This is also non-client. Okay, this is also non-client. If route reflector long route from the client, it advertise to client it advertise to client as usual, non-client. Okay, and if you see here, route reflector route from the non-client, it advertised to only client. So here, if you see here, if route reflector long route from the non-client, okay, non-client, so it advertise only client. Okay, only client. It not advertise to non-client. Okay, from this router it not advertise only client. If router non-client to it advertise only client, not client, it not advertise. Okay, then if route reflector learn from the eBGP network, so it advertise client and non-client. Okay, so if you see here, if route reflector, this is eBGP network. If learn from the eBGP network, it advertise to all client and non-client. Okay, all are advertised. So I will tell again everything. See, if route reflector learn loud from the client, it advertise to everyone, client and non-client. Okay, client and non-client. Okay, if route reflector learn route from the non-client, so it advertise only client. Okay, only client, not client, it not advertise. Okay, if route reflector learn route from the eBGP, okay, if route learn from the eBGP, so it advertise client as usual, not client. Okay, everyone it will be advertised. This is the rule. Okay, so we'll go to the next step. This is done. This is done. Okay, so after that we'll go to the practical. How to do this practical? Practical. We see what we do this practical. Normally, this lab for the route reflector client and non-client. So just we configuration all the router as a BGP. This is AS1 and this is AS2. This is AS3 and this is AS4. Okay, and this is all our configuration BGP and advertise loopback interface. Loopback as per router name. This is router 1 means 1.1.1. This is router 6 means 6.6. Like that, like that loopback advertise. And then we make a neighbor with direct interface, means 3.5.5. This interface IP is the 3.5. This interface IP is the 3.4. Like that we configuration all the interface IP and advertise direct interface IP. So we did that configuration and I will be show the configuration. Okay, this is the configuration route reflector client and non-client lab. This is the R1 configuration. R1 configuration what telling, this is the R1. This configuration telling the configuration the loopback. Okay, loopback and loopback. After that we make a neighbor as a 16.6. Okay, 16.6 is the neighbor, eBGP neighbor. This is AS1. This is neighbor is AS3. Okay, and we advertise in loopback because we need to check the connectivity between the routers. Okay, so this is the R1 configuration. This is the R2 configuration. After first I will show everything. After that I go for the configuration step. This is the R2. R2 is AS2 R2 configuration loopback, and advertise that loopback in BGP, and never is 25.5 is the BGP the 3. Okay, this is AS2. Okay, then we go to the configure R3. R3 is a RR route reflector. So simply we do the configuration. First configuration create a loopback. After that. So this is the loopback configuration. Loopback create. Then we make as a, this is AS3. After that we make as a iBGP neighbor 3.4 like that 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7 is neighbor. 8 is the eBGP neighbor AS4 and advertise in loopback, and configuration in BGP we configuration route reflector. This is the next step. Now we'll configure this step only. Okay, we'll do this step is next. Okay, so we do this step only, configuration loopback and advertise the neighborship only, and advertise the advertise the interface loopback interface, and advertise the loopback interface, and make a neighbor as a iBGP neighbor. Okay, so this is 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7 is the iBGP neighbor, and 8 is the 3.8.8 is the eBGP neighbor, and advertise the loopback interface. Okay. Okay, so this is done, and 4 is the this is the this is the router 4. So create loopback and make a neighbor is there, and router 3 is the iBGP neighbor. Okay, like that router 5 also do the same thing. See here, router 5 what we did, configuration loopback. Okay, loopback configuration. After that router 3 is the eBGP network neighbor, and router 5 is the router 2 is the 2 this is the IP. Okay, 25.2 25.2 is the AS2. Okay, this is the eBGP neighbor. Okay, router 5 is the eBGP neighbor. Make an eBGP neighbor. Then in advertise in loopback interface. Okay, advertise in loopback interface. After that advertise this network, because this network 35 network advertise, because I'm telling you why advertise. Advertise means if after this lab we need to ping this is here one loopback is there. Okay, 2222 eBGP. We need to check this loopback is reachable or not. For example, we send packet from the here to here, so this router should know the which source that packet is coming. Okay, so that if configuration this router, this 3 network 35 network 35 network, so this router know 35 about the 35 network. For example, if 3 try to reach ping here, so that router 3 send a packet to R2, so R2 know the where is the source from. Okay, so that we configure the 35 network. Okay, after that this next of self we configure because of that see in next of self, if you want, I in our BGP playlist, see the next of lab is very good lab, you can watch that lab. And next of self means, for example, if why you mentioned, if a router learn from a route from the eBGP number, when that router advertise advertised to the iBGP neighbor, normally it's not change the next hop attribute. Okay, so if configuration is towards iBGP next hop self, so this attribute this R5 change for that route change the own IP address. Okay, so R3 can reach to the outside network. Okay, so so that IP address will be changed own IP address. So when this for example here 222 network is there, so 22 network by default it advertised to R3 as this interface as 1/1. Okay, so if the in configuration and for towards R3, so next of self IP address is the own IP address, this IP as 1/0 IP address. So that we configuration next of self. Okay, so the configuration next of self. Okay, after that R6 we configure the R6 configuration. So configuration loopback and advertise 36.3 is the iBGP neighbor, and 16.1 is the eBGP neighbor. Okay, and then advertise the loopback interface and advertise the 36 network. This network just now we discussed 36 network means when R3 send packet to R1, so R1 should know the which source for coming. If in R6 we configuration 36 means R1 know about this R36 update get the R1. Okay, so this R1 know which where come from the this 36 network. Okay, after that next hop self, because of next hop self this R3 know the R3 can reach the R1 network by using the next hop IP address. Okay, so after that router 7 is saying this router just configuration loopback and make as a iBGP neighbor with 3. Okay, router 8, this router eBGP router is S4. Okay, this is S4 and configuration 38 is this R3 is the S3. Okay, eBGP neighbor and advertise the on loopback. Okay, so I have done the configuration. Configuration done means just I configuration the loopback interface. Okay, if you see here, we configuration only loopback. If IP interface with just configuration loopback. So run session BGP. We not configuration any of the router BGP. Okay, just configuration direct interface IP, so that this lab will be very easy. Okay, so this is the configuration step. Okay, this is the configuration step. We'll do the one by one step. Okay, already we discussed the configuration. Again I will be little bit I will be briefly I'm telling. Okay, this is the loopback interface. Okay, this is the loopback interface in R1. R1 means this router. Okay, this is the loopback interface. 16.6 is the 16.6 is the eBGP neighbor and advertise on loopback interface IP. Okay, this is done. Okay, like that R2 also, this one. Okay, this router R2 also configuration this one. Okay, like that R3 also. Okay, this R3 will be configured later. Okay, after getting the update from others router will be get this. Okay, so R3 this one. Okay, after that R4 this one. Create loopback and make as R3 as a neighbor. Okay, then R5. Okay, R5. R5 means this router. 353 is the iBGP network. 2 is the eBGP network. Is connected to R5 connected to eBGP network H2. Then 35 network advertise just to discuss, because R3 can reach on eBGP R2 network. Okay. So then next of self configuration. So it will next of self configuration, because of R3 can ping access the external update. Okay, eBGP update. And then this is the R5 update. Okay, and then this is the R6 update. Okay, R6 update. This is the R7 update. This is the R8 update. Okay, so all updates are configuration. If you see here, R3. Okay, R3. So R3 is the route reflector. Still we didn't made as a route reflector. Okay, so R3 will get update from R3 4, 5, 6, 7 and eBGP also 8. Okay. Okay, BGP summary. All our routers are get update. Okay, so okay, so all our router getting update. Okay. So here, if you see here, I will telling here. Now we configure. We not configure R3 is no, we not configure R3 is a route reflector. Okay, so you simply configuration and R7 is the iBGP neighbor, R5 is the iBGP neighbor, R4 is the iBGP neighbor with R3, and the R8 is the eBGP neighbor. This is the iBGP neighbor. Okay, and this is the eBGP with R5. This is eBGP neighbor with R6. Just we configure. Now we see the all the routers updates only. Okay, now we'll see all the routers update. If you come here, R1. If you see, come here R1. So iBGP. Okay, I will do this configuration, this command to all the routers. Okay, so iBGP. So it get this update. Okay, like that. This is the update from the R3. This is the update from the R3. This is the we are going to make as a route reflector. Okay, I will show the update. If you want to, you can cross check all the updates. Okay. So this is very simple. After that, if you see here, RR, if you see in we are not made as a route reflector. Still, I have not made a route reflector. So iBGP. Okay, so iBGP. So iBGP, it get the 1-1 network. 1-1 means here. Okay, 1-1 network, and next up is the 36.6. Okay, this IP, because we configure the next of self. Okay, if you ping 1.1.1.1, it reachable. Then if you ping a 2.2 network also, 2.2.2.2, it reachable, because in the here also, in R5 also we configure the next of self. So for 1 and 2 is the eBGP neighbor. Okay, so because of that next of IP will be changes the as a neighbor IP. Okay, so this is the configuration done. If you see here, as per our understanding, now the lab is the client and non-client. Okay, comes to our lab, BGP route reflector client and non-client. Okay, so now our lab will be start for today lab. So here, if you see here, this lab will be check this one by one will be check. Okay, route reflector, see, if you see here, we are not made anything. Okay, because of default behavior. If you see here, this one network, this network, okay, this network, okay, this network, R1 get. Okay, so if you see default here, default behavior here, this is the see, it have, for example, R6 update will get. Okay, but R6 not update by default R5, R4 and R7. If you see here, if you see here, if you see here, if you go to the R7, show iBGP, show iBGP. See here, no 6 dot network, no 6 dot network, because 6 dot network, iBGP means there is a rule, learn from the iBGP is not advertised to other iBGP that update. Okay, in BGP there is iBGP rule, so that we configuration full mesh or route reflector. So because of that come over that issue. Okay, so one for 36.6 here is iBGP, iBGP get of R6 learn update from the iBGP and not advertised to the other iBGP, so that R7 not get update of the R6. If you see R4 also, R4 this network, this one. So here also he's not getting update, he's not getting R6, R7 and R4 update. See, R4 R5 update. Okay, see, R6 update not getting. Okay, R6 update, R6 update not getting, R7 update not getting, and R5 will get not updating. Like that, if you go to the R5 also, so R5 also saying here also 4 update, 5 update and 7 update, 4, 5, 7 update not received, because a router learn from the iBGP, it not advertised to the other iBGP, so that we configure the route reflector. So let's start, let's configure the route reflector. So what we will be configure, again I will be explain here what now what we configure. Now will be configure here. This is route reflector client. Okay, this is route reflector client. This is route reflector client. Okay, for RR, this is RR for RR route reflector client. This is RR for route reflector client, and these two are not configure route reflector. Okay, so it is not non-route reflector. We are not configure route reflector. Okay, so we these two we are not configure as a route reflector client, and these two only we configure as a route reflector client. Okay, so we'll check the update. So this is the configuration. You go to the R3. This is the R3 configuration. If now we'll go to the configuration. This configuration what saying 3.4.4 is the route reflector kind. This is only for the one simple command only. One command it is done as a route reflector client. Okay. So 3.4.4 is the route reflector client. 3.5.5 is the route reflector client. Okay. This never the 3.5 and 3.4. Okay. These two never 3.5 and 3.4 is the route reflector client. Okay. Now go and paste in the R3. Okay, so configuration done. Now once we clear the BGP session, okay, we done the BGP session clear. Okay, now if you see here, come to the R. Now once coming to the R4. Okay, R4 is the client. Okay, so client, if you see the routing table, what routing table can see in R1 can see the routing table of if for example R4 advertised to client, this is the for client. Okay, advertised to client, that update will go to the client. Okay, that update to go to the client, and that update to go to the non-client, means this update go to the everywhere. Okay, see here see here. If you see the in R7, so iBGP. Okay, so iBGP. See the update. That update going to the this update going to the he is getting the 2 update. Okay, 2 update means this is the client, R5 is the client. Okay, 2 update means they from here coming, no, from R5. Okay, from R5 this update coming and advertised to the 7 and every router. Okay, 3 update coming. 3 update means this is own this is never IP. We are in router 7. Okay, 4 update coming means this is a client update sent to the everywhere. Okay, when receive from the client and reflect to the client and non-client. Okay, so that it's 7 also getting. Okay, if you see here any other router like the 4 router, you can see also 4 router. So iBGP. So iBGP, see but so that it will be received the one update. Okay, every update will be received. Okay, now comes to the here non-client. Okay, non-client. So this is very simple. We'll be go very fast only now. It's already a lot time. Okay, so if you see in 7, it receive the update from the client and non-client. Okay, client means 4 network getting, and non-client means 6 network. Okay, non-client means 6 network. Oh, sorry, it's non-client update will not getting. Okay, non-client means here, if you see here, see here, non-client advertise route reflector, non-client advertise only client, so that so that R7 not receive R6 update. Okay, so that R7 not update R6. This is non-client. Okay, so route reflector non-client update not sent to the other non-client update. It send only client. Okay, so that R7 is not receive R6 update. Okay, so this is the lab. This is the lab, and another point is the eBGP route. Okay, eBGP route, another point here also is there. Learn from the eBGP can advertise to the client and non-client. If you see here, R8 update. This is the R8 update. It everyone will receive. See, R6 also receive. If you see R6 also receive, because this is eBGP update, everywhere will be non-client receive. And if you see the client also, here also R6 also R4 also receive, client also receive. Okay, because of this is not valid and best part, we are not configure the means R8 not how to reach this network for this 4 network. If you advertise all the direct connected network in R3 in R3, so it will be reach the all the network, because of next stop not reachable the destination network, so that it will not showing the best path. If configuration network command, where is the which source from the going to the network packet, so that it will be reachable. Okay, so this lab only this one. I will be show the I already show the every routing update. Every routing update, which update already we discuss. Okay, already we discuss what update are getting. Okay, so this lab is that's it, and we will again will be brief this this one. This is very useful for the knowledge, interview knowledge, and everywhere. So I will be read everything. This is the route reflector. Route reflector is the very big role in iBGP configuration. Very big role in iBGP configuration. Okay, iBGP need normally full mesh. Okay, so full mesh has some negative point. So negative points means there is a, for example, we for example, if you see here. If you see this lab, if you configuration full mesh here, not configuration in route reflector, so how will be configuration? This one directly connected, so this one directly connected, this one directly connected, this one directly connected, again this one directly connected to here, this one directly connected to here. Every router need to connect to every router. This router connected to here. Okay, so again like that every router connected. For example, 1 2 3 4 neighbor, all 4 neighbor need to connect like this. Here also 4 neighbor means 4 connectivity. Okay, here 4 neighbor means 4 connect, here 4 neighbor means 4 connectivity. Like that it need to go more connectivity, so it will be used this router should require the full high member, because every router should need know that link, and every CPU memory and bandwidth required for the peer status for or other routers network. Okay, then if a configuration any new device, again all the router need to connect to that router. Okay, so that admin work also load. This is not very good solution. Okay, because of the for big network it's not a good solution. Okay, and the router duplicate also. For example, if you configure another router, that router update will go into the other router, every router. So the solution is route reflector, route reflector and configuration. There is a solution. Okay, route reflector enable within S and route circle in S, in S. Okay, in S, route act as a route reflector, and other routers act as a route reflector client and connected to the route reflector. Okay, that is the requirement. Okay, that is if you get the update, that all router need to connect it to the route reflector, so that will get the update. Okay, okay, route reflector enable within a S and route circle the S. Okay, the thing is the route in S, router act as a route reflector, and other router act as a route reflector client connecting to the route reflector. Okay, it should connecting to route reflector. Okay, in here for iBGP loop prevention using split horizon or route reflector. Okay, then iBGP long route not advertised to other iBGP neighbors. Okay, just we discuss now. Then which router we configuration as a route reflector, which router has more connectivity to other router, normally we do the that router as a route reflector. Okay, the route reflector client work as a this is a route reflector work as a route reflector and the server architecture. Okay, this is the server and client and server architecture. This work as a, okay, client and server architecture it will be work. Okay, there is a some rule just now we discussed. If route regulator receive update from the client, it advertise client and non-client. Okay, everywhere it receive the update from the client and advertise to the client and non-client. Okay, if receive the route reflector receive update from the non-client, it advertise only client. Okay, like that we see when I receive update from the R7, R7 is not advertised to the R6. Okay, R6. If you see here when if you see in R6 update there is a no update from the R7. Okay, so that this is non-client update not sent to the other non-client update. Okay, sent to the others, only sent to the client only. Okay, so client only. Okay, non-client route reflector receive update from the non-client and only send to the client only. Okay, so then iBGP then eBGP update is sent to the client, so that it from the here R8 update everywhere is there. Okay. Everywhere is there. So another main point is route reflector only forward the best route. For example, for that particular route multiple path is there, so only best route only forward. Okay, so this is the lab for the maybe it will be a little bit big lab. So this lab for the route reflector server and client non-client. this lab for the route reflector client and non-client. Okay, so how to configuration client and all, this is the basic knowledge for the route reflector. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe our BGP masterclass to watch the more BGP videos. Thank you for watching.